Hello and welcome to more Bass Pro Fishing. In the last episode, we managed to defeat second gym leader Misty with the help of Clefairy and Nimbus. Since the last episode, I have done some grinding, not too much, just to make sure Nuvolette is roughly on par with the rest of the team, and that Scourge actually has an attacking move in Tackle now. I also bought some much needed Pokeballs, since we hadn't bought any at all since the start of the game before. In this episode, I will attempt to get to Vermillion City and possibly board the SSN, but I'm not sure how much time we'll have. We'll see. This Team Rocket Grunt will still give us the TM for Dig, which will be very helpful against Lieutenant Surge, if we're not there yet. We also have Snad, who has Mudshot, so that should be very helpful as well. Voltorb we've already seen before. It is normal dark, and it does have Payday, so that's the replacement for Meow, just in case you want to farm money for some reason. Here we see Nuvolette evolve. Very exciting. We did see Vileplume on Misty's team, but we haven't seen Gloom yet. As you might be able to tell from the silhouette, it does gain the umbrella here. I'm very happy with the way this design came out. It does retain Swift Swim as its ability, but it gains the Dark type, so now we have Stab on Knockoff, which should be useful. Route 5 here does not have any new encounters for us. It does have the Daycare, which is interesting. I probably will not use it at all. Underground Path has not been changed. I know there are hidden items here, but I've never actually took the time to memorize their locations. Route 6 will have a couple new trainers, but as far as I'm aware, no new encounters. This Bug Catcher guy should be relatively easy to sweep with Snad. Tentacle we've already seen before, should be very easy. This entire team should be very easy to steamroll. Butterfree. Yeah, that's just a one-shot. Not very intimidating. And Paris. Okay. I think I will lead with Clefairy. Wartortle. Okay, this might have Air Cutter, but I will risk it. Okay, well now that we're at -1, I don't think I feel like risking it anymore. I'm going to send out Nuvolette. Not sure why the AI decided to use a Water type move into my Grass type. Okay, he does get the confusion. Okay, did have Air Cutter the whole time, wow. I'm just gonna have to hope to outspeed here, which we do. Jigglypuff can't threaten us too much. I'm glad I didn't use Sing there. Pikachu, we've already seen before, not too much of a threat. And another Bug Catcher. I will lead with Nimbus for this. Okay. Very easy. These two trainers should not be a big deal. Pidgey, yeah, let's just Bubble, Spearow, Knockoff, Poison Point. Okay. Well, the poison is unfortunate, but here we see our first glimpse of Ghastly, who is themed around weather, and if you've seen the promotional cover art for the game, then you'll know that Gengar is kind of like this game's mascot, and is very much weather themed, so I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on a Gengar. The girl above me, mega yay. Alright, we missed Sing there, that's fine. I don't need this Spearow to be asleep. We can just... Oh, we're out of power points for Ancient Power. Okay, never mind. I forgot about that. Air Cutter gets a one-shot anyway. Eradicate is an ice type. We shouldn't have too much difficulty with this. And then just getting to level 23 is nice. Alright. Vermillion City. One thing I like to do here is remember the fact that there is a max ether right here in front of the Pokemon Center, and this girl, we're careful about pollution here. The water here tastes as clean as a max ether. It's a bit of a hint. There's a hidden item there. And we can get the fishing rod here. That much is unchanged. I am fast forwarding through the dialogue, mostly because I already know what they say. I am the creator of this game after all, but if you want to read, you can either slow down or play the game for yourself. You are welcome to do that. I do always include the download link in the description. Mr. Mon. Cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. Yes, it's stunning. Hug it when it sleeps. This guy is iconic. I would never change his dialogue. Okay, we can actually move forward here to its Route 11. I'm not sure if there are any encounters here, but it will be interesting just to see what is up, get some experience. Okay, fortunately we avoid the poison point there. Here we see one of my favorite designs in this game, Lawyer Drowsy. And Pain Split is yet another move that's very uncommon in Gen 3. I really cooked with that design. You can say that some of my designs are kind of cringe, kind of bad, but I will not tolerate any slander for Drowsy. What a good design. Spearow, okay. Yeah, it looks like the trainers here are not going to be very challenging, and I would like to move forward. So let's instead see what's going on aboard the SSM. We have our ticket, we can board easily. And what I usually like to do here is fight everyone. There is a hidden item here, Hyper Potion. My opponent Chip is super strong, not in terms of muscle, but in his heart. Yeah, that's accurate. Machoke's not a fighting type in this game. Oh, Shovel is Ice Steel, right? So Snot is a better answer. I should probably train up Scourge because we're having some trouble answering the steel types with Snot alone, and Gyarados is an absolute monster in this game. Just demonic. I gave a Dragon Dance. I cooked way too hard with its moveset. That guy's dialogue just referenced Pokemon Horizons, the current season of the Pokemon anime. There are a lot of references in this game, that's kind of the entire humor. Half the Pokedex entries are comprised of references. Yeah, half the Pokedex entries are references to the design inspiration for the Pokemon, and the other half is just like vaguely ecological sounding descriptions. Yeah, no, in retrospect, I kind of wish I'd changed these teams more. Fighting the same Oddish and Horsey over and over again is not very entertaining. And if I was a better YouTuber, I would cut this out. But I am not, and no one watches these videos anyway. I'm doing this almost entirely for my own satisfaction. Most of these trainers are pretty hard to customize. They don't already have data for custom movesets, they just rely on the default level up movesets of the Pokemon, which are automatically selected, so I don't have the power to alter them unless I allocate data to them, which I didn't want to do. And here we see our first glimpse of Seal, which is another design that I'm fairly happy with. It's based on like a tropical beachy island. Maybe I should have chosen a less vibrant shade of blue. It is a bit saturated, but I don't know, I personally kind of like it. It invokes kind of like the aesthetic of like a vaporwave type thing? I don't know. Yeah, Scourge, a couple levels away from evolution. Yeah, that does nothing. Okay. Switch training is not the most fun experience here. I did not move the location of the experience share, so you still need to catch Pokemon to show to Professor Oak's aid. Here we see Ditto, which is kind of interesting. I did not change Ditto's identity as being based around transformation, but I did change its type, so it has the water type, which is a bit more defensively useful, and I think I might have given it access to some other moves besides transform, because Ditto as it stands is just straight up one of the worst Pokemon in the game without its imposter ability, which is not a Gen 3 ability. This guy barged into his room while he's playing Minecraft. Maybe he's recording himself and making YouTube videos. Who would do that, right? I hope his computer's fan doesn't make its way into his videos. That would be embarrassing, dude. Like, ugh. So unprofessional. Waiter, more toddlers, please. I thought my child had ADHD. It was actually 81 HD. Oh no. Wigglytuff, the service Pokemon, has to deal with this kid's 81 HD. Wacky. I collected these Pokemon from all around the world. This is one of my favorite lines of dialogue in the original games because she just has a Pidgey or something like that here, and I don't know, it's like you went around the world and all you got was a Pidgey. Here we have a TM for Brick Break, which is pretty good, but I don't have a current use for it. No fighting types on this team. In here we can get some berries from the trash. Very sanitary. Cherry berry. This guy's peeling potatoes, just living his best life. I think this guy actually has some interesting dialogue because he changes what he says depending on certain factors. I did not attempt to change that script. Too complicated, I'm not a programmer. I'm barely a spriter. Cut me some slack. I think I did change this guy's dialogue though. It's always a liminal space. Pretty wacky, huh? Yeah, one thing you can do in the SSN is get the HM for cut at the end and then intentionally white out. Okay, well here we see our first glimpse of Maki, whose design is obviously based off of Annihilate, but you can, no! Shadow tag! I'm gonna have to let Scourge die here, unfortunately. That's fine. You can white out against one of these trainers after getting the HM, which will send you back to the Pokemon Center without ever having triggered the SSN leaving the harbor, which allows you to come back and get the hidden item that requires Surf. Right? It's a lava cookie. In the vanilla games that hasn't been changed in this game, but I don't need a lava cookie. It's just like a cool knick-knack that you can get. And so I'm not going to do that. This lady really loves watching us sleep, which is, you know, a tidbit that I've always found interesting in this game, because in the Team Rocket headquarters, you can just walk up to the bed and sleep on it. No need to have an NPC give you dialogue to sleep on the bed. Here, this person shows us what Snorlax looks like in this game. I'm happy with the design. I'm very happy with the way the Inazuma Electro symbol turned out on its belly. I mean, the Psyduck is literally Perry the Platypus, so if you don't like reference humor, you probably won't like this game. I mean, no, what am I saying? You'll love this game. I mean, this game is just high quality, so no matter what, you'll just love this game. I mean, it's a really good game. I think this is our first time seeing Raichu. Oh, double kick, okay. Yeah, I think I mentioned that in the first episode that I cooked way too hard with Raichu's existence. It has huge power. Yeah, my team, okay, my team is not gonna have a fun time here. Okay, maybe I can, get a leech sheet off. Okay, good. Man, yeah, this thing is super threatening. And all we get is a Stardust. Yeah, the design inspiration behind Raichu was literally just turn Pikachu and Raichu into regular non-electric rats. And so they're gray and normal types. But unironically, that made them even more powerful. Yes, as that old guy said, HMs cannot be unlearned in this realm hack. that much hasn't changed. Another Pikachu here. Let's get Snat up. Ashes. I don't want to have to miss my limited ancient powers. I think we did see Growlithe earlier, but I didn't comment on it. It is a normal type. It's based on just a particularly shaggy dog. Here we're gonna see Hypno. Once again, Lawyer. I'm super happy with this design. The Drowsy Hypno family is just so good. They're normal types. Their move pools are very support oriented, so they get Wish, they get Pain Split, they get Baton Pass. Interesting Pokemon to use if you decide to play this game for yourself. Safari Zone. This boat really exudes flotation, according to that woman there. What a wise comment. I hope there aren't any nautical engineers in my audience. Actually, there's no one in my audience, so I don't have to worry about that. That's okay, because a rival fight is approaching. So let's get the weather. No, let's send out Scourge first, and then I can get up weather. Oh, actually, maybe I don't want to get up weather immediately. I'll send out Nuvolette. Yeah, Bubble was going to get the easy 2-shot right there. Kadabra coming out, that is a grass type, and my team is not very good at dealing with grass types, so I'm not going to send out Scourge for the experience. But here we see that it really is a tree Pokemon. Abra had a couple trees going out of it. Kadabra just full grassy. Really got this place human. And Pokopia was not out at the time that I wrote the dialogue for this hack. Otherwise, I definitely would have referenced some of the lines. That game has some hilarious dialogue. Southern accent Kyogre, that's some good stuff right there. Okay, now let's get Snat up. Here we see Ivysaur turn into Iron Ore, and it does get the Steel typing. Rock Steel is the same defensive typing as Aggron. Yeah, here we see that it learns the move Block because it's based on Minecraft blocks, but as funny as that is, that just means that this Ivysaur goes down without dealing a single point of damage to me. We got Rapid Spin. I think I might... Yeah, I mean it would be more useful than Sharpen if it did actually have the Gen 8 effect of raising my speed, but it doesn't do that in this game. So I'm not going to learn it. Eradicate here, just going to be nice normal type. So Hyper Fang, as hard as it hits, is not good enough to save him. So we defeat our rival, and he humps about it. He's not happy. And this much is unchanged. Cleaver Up is back, he gives us the HM for cut, and tells us to use it around Vermillion City, hinting that we have to go beat the gym now. And before I end the episode, I would like to showcase one cool thing about Cut that okay, well the SSM moves, and never boarded again, never set foot in that area ever again, but one cool thing about Cut is that it's a steel type move. That's it. Steel type move, 50 base power, 95% accuracy. So you get another early game steel type option that's not just Spike Cannon. There are a few Pokemon that learn it. Actually, can any of my Pokemon learn Cut? That would be a real awkward position. Okay, Snad can learn Cut. Better than Sharpen. Better than Sharpen. I'm probably never gonna use it, so... Okay, so we can cut down the tree, and next time we will head into the gym, beat the living crap out of Lieutenant Surge, get his TM, and waltz out of here like we own the place. But for now, thank you for watching, and goodbye.